The minhag in Chutz La'aretz, outside of Eretz Yisrael, is to make Havdala in shul after we finish Ma'ariv. So that someone representing the tzibur says Havdala using a cup of wine in Beit HaKnesset, and that is sufficient to excuse all the people who may not have wine, who have no place to go, who are travelers, who can't actually organize Havdala for themselves. As a result, it's important that there should be somebody in the shul, someplace, even though the Shaliach Tzibur has kavanah to do this mitzvah for everybody who's in the shul, who wants to be part of it. Most of the people in the shul are not interested because they're going to make Havdalah at home. They know they're going to make Havdalah at home, so they're certainly not interested in somebody making Havdalah on their behalf in the shul. So that if there is no one in shul, somehow you know everybody in the shul, and you know they all have a place to go, and they live nearby. So he says, if there's no one in the shul who has to be yotzei the mitzvah of Havdalah, and the shaliach tzibur also doesn't want to be yotzei, because he's also going home and going to say Havdalah. He's going to say Havdalah at home. So then there's a kind of a problem, right? And if you know that this is the case, then you should not make Havdalah in shul at all. Now, in Chutz La'aretz, as far as I was able to see, people are not so careful about this. They don't take a head count. They automatically say Havdalah. They don't go out to see, is there anybody in the room who actually needs Havdalah said on their behalf. But in Eretz Yisrael, in most shuls in Eretz Yisrael, we don't say Havdalah after Ma'ariv, because we assume that everybody in the shul has some place to go. Maybe this means that Eretz Yisrael people are friendlier and more welcoming, and they assume that everybody by the time of Ma'ariv has sort of organized himself in the community, has a place to eat, and will have a place to go back to hear Havdalah. Whereas in Chutz La'aretz, they're still concerned that some people may have slipped through the net of the local Hachnosat Orchim organization. Nevertheless, in theory at least, it's hard to understand why you would make Havdalah in shul after Shabbat if you know for sure that there is no one who is going to be yotzei with the Havdalah that the Shaliach Tzibur says.